I let somebody peg me. It felt amazing, and as muscles do, it contracted and released, and I okay.
How racist are you on a scale from 1 to 10?
I'd like to say 10.
What's the worst sex you've had? I remember one time she decided she wanted to bring knives to a dingling fight. I said we were sword fighting. She thought I was being serious. I got scars. Not just on my tip, it's on my scrotum too. I went in the mirror and I was looking and I saw one of my testes almost leak out with all cut I got in my scrotum. That's a story for another day though.
Tell me about the worst sex you've ever had.
When we're like just getting through it, she leans into my ear and she asked me to crow.
Did you do it?
Yes, I crowed.
You crowed? They were like,
What's the worst sex you've ever had?
Oh.
Ooh.
In my phone, I have a little black book. There's a person in there that says the worst I've ever had.
Everybody's answer is like,
my first time. Probably the first time, actually.
the first time?
I remember my first time it was blood everywhere.
What do you mean by that?
Volatile combination of...
What type of Disney villain am I looking at right now?
What's the worst sex you've ever had?
Having sex. I've always just thought of like, damn, that's an hour. Like, wish I was watching anime or something.
An hour? Hour? An hour is crazy.
I don't really have bad sex.
Did I hear you say you've never had bad sex?
I don't think so.
I'm pretty phenomenal, so you know, it's hard for me to have had bad sex.
You feel me? Like if I had a good time, it was good sex.
Worst sex you've ever had?
I had some really bad sex with one of my coworkers. The guy that I dated that was like my brother. I hate to say this, it was the only white guy I've ever.
Oh, wow. So we went from siblings to racism in the span of nanoseconds.
A man with a very large penis who thought he could just kind of like lay there.
Just ram it in there, right? Just ram it, just absolutely degenerate, destroy, deteriorate the cheeks. Yeah, I know. I know what you mean, man.
My ex.
With an ex.
My ex.
First husband. My second husband.
What was bad about it?
The rhythm, IKEA bed, it was just like moving the opposite way that he was.
It's been years ago, and it was a guy who basically was a bunny rabbit.
I could put my dingling in her nose. Let's look at that again. Yeah, I think that circumference is wide enough. She could honestly appeal to a unique crowd if she was part of the, porn industry.
What's the most embarrassed you've been?
Finishing before your partner dies is pretty embarrassing.
Bust a little too quick.
Short and sweet.
Did she come?
Probably not.
I remember this one time, like, I had to pull out because, you know, we can't have babies around here. And as I pulled out, it was like it flung up. My dingling flung up because of how quickly I pulled out, and then I just nutted in my face. So that was kind of embarrassing.
What are we talking about?
This girl on Tinder, we're about to perform coitus, and she's like, all right, like, do you have a condom? And I said, no, I don't have a condom. Do you like mind doing this, Rod? She's like, no, of course, like whatever, just make sure you pull out. And right as I inserted, I was like, yeah, no, I can't do it because I was about to bust.
He stuck tip in it. Ah! No. Nutting quick, it makes sense. Like, I can understand a 30-second nut. Okay, cool. This man stuck it in and then, oh my God.
Whose fault was it?
Probably me.
I think it's your fault too. Yeah. I don't even know what y'all talking about, but I do think it's your fault.
From a long day of work, and I fell asleep.
During?
How do you fall asleep during? What were you doing? How?
Hooked up as he was leaving my place. He's like, maybe I'm not gay. I'm like, jeez.
What? Wait. So he fucked the homosexuality out of a man. He fucked him straight. Oh, wow.
What's the most embarrassed you've been?
I went from a strong situation to a no-win situation.
That joint ain't one come up, man. And every time he came up, I'll get it in for a little second, and he'll fall back down.
You were just scared, bro. It's okay. You were just nervous, man.
Worst sex you've ever had?
In high school?
High school. It was probably high school. He was super hot, drove a Mustang. Worst sex I've ever had.
I mean, you know, that's why he has to be super hot and drive a Mustang. You know, you can't be great at everything. Even though Mustangs are ass, but you still can't be great at everything. You can't have it all. You have to sacrifice somewhere.
What's the worst sex you've ever had?
I farted in someone's face through order.
I was like, okay, farted, that's cool. And he said in face, and that just gave me flashbacks.
And she stopped, and I had to finish it myself.
Once, I let somebody peg me. It felt amazing, and as muscles do, it contracted and released, and I okay.
Nah, you're not getting that out of me. I don't care what excuse you have, bro. I don't want to hear it, man.
Shit is normal.
Not in bed? Imagine you getting ready to do the do and they just poo in the bed a little bit. They're like, it's normal, just okay, let's get to it.
Let's just say she was very unhealthy and did not take care of her body.
And then her coochie tasted like battery acid mixed with orange juice. Yep, I understand what you're saying, bro. And then when she squirted, it didn't really come out like clear watery. It was more like a tinted orange reddish color. Yeah, I know what you're talking about, yeah.
Did you have sex with this person ever again?
I think we did, yeah.
I did. I dated them for a bit of time. I had to teach them. Let's just say they weren't a very good peer. They weren't a very good student.
Teach them? You had to teach them? Like you had to, like it was your job? What are you talking about? I think she just admitted to a crime.
First sex you've ever had?
It was the first time I'd ever seen like a, I don't know like the right way to say this, a micro penis.
I couldn't feel it, but I figured out that sex doesn't always hurt.
What's the worst sex you ever had?
Probably like a very sloppy drunken sex, to be honest.
I ended up throwing up in the bed.
During.
Oh my God, bro. Like, golly, if I'm gonna put my kids in your mouth, they better stay there. Don't try to cough them up now. It's too late. You already committed.
Maybe?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, okay. So you believe in second chances.
Could have been worse. Like, someone could have got pooed. Oh, nope, they did. From 1 to 10, how racist are you? Keep it 100. I give myself a, I give me an 8.5.
How racist are you on a scale from 1 to 10?
You gotta be racist. He's gay. I mean, gay people are racist by default, right? I mean, I don't know a single gay person who likes white people. I'm just gonna keep it a buck.
How racist are you on a scale from 1 to 10?
I'd like to say 10.
Fear hurts twins.
I think being white, I can't say that.
Yeah. So, okay, no, 10 means like super racist.
Oh, I thought it was the other way around.
Oh, nope, it's too late. You didn't think nothing. Nope, it's too late.
How racist are you?
Between a 3 and 4 of racist?
I would say a 4 just because I think that there are things that I'm ignorant to, so it's not that I sit here to be racist, but I think that there's just things that I still need to learn.
Okay, W cop out, W cop out.
I'm a 1 due to accidental racism.
Now, give me an example of accidental
Yeah,
racism.
what do you mean by that?
I'm Filipino, and sometimes I will mistake some people for like different Asian races.
I just talking about Lisa 1.
Growing up in like an Asian household, it's more like we discriminate against each other. It was always just like, oh yeah, you know, if you're Chinese, then you're like cheap with like money, but you have money. Korean, then you're gonna be someone that's just kind of like put yourself above everyone else, super stuck up.
And
we learning new stereotypes today. See, I didn't know none of that. Okay, I need to add this to my racism notes. Hold up, let me update them.
My Vietnamese household, I feel like Vietnamese people, they're a little bit more judgy, and so everywhere you go,
adding that to the racism notes too.
How racist are you on a scale from 1 to 10?
Towards my own race, probably like a 5.
Wait, making jokes about your own race makes you racist? Then nigga, I'm a 12. I didn't know that's what classified. Wow, I'm breaking barriers.
How racist are you on a scale of 1 to 10? What's your number?
Why is she so hesitant? This question isn't that complicated.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how racist are you?
10. Yep, she's a 10. I don't even gotta say why.
1.
You're confident in that?
Cap.
Yes.
I feel like saying 1 is almost ignorant of all the unconscious biases that I probably carry.
Yeah,
so,
but if you're a 1, you could say you're...
I try to act.
He knows he's not a 1, man. I saw him last week at a 7-Eleven. He was like, man, these dirty Asians. What are they doing at my store? Like, I saw him do that, bro. So, yeah, he lying to y'all. Trust me. 100% factual actually did happen.
How racist are you?
Probably 2. My mom was pretty broad-minded, and she made us broad-minded. We had plenty of contact with everybody. There was Hispanics and colored people.
How racist are you on a scale from 1 to 10?
I like hope I'm not a 10. I feel like that's a question for other people, not for me.
Have you ever said or done something racist?
Absolutely.
I'm sure I have. Like microaggressions are a part of life, and I have.
What's a microaggression?
I mean, just saying things that you don't understand in the moment that can be harmful.
Oh, I be understanding, so I guess you can call mine hyperaggressions.
Factually, black people do not have the structural power.
I'm not trying to hear that shit.
I actually don't believe that black people can be racist.
Oh my God. We don't have structural power. Okay, cool. So you can't be racist to a nation? That's just impossible? Because we don't have structural power? Like, no, that don't even make sense.
I grew up around a lot of Latinos and blacks, and they always told me, they were all like, yeah, white people's the enemy and we should avoid them. And I always just had that kind of mindset, you know?
I grew up around a lot of Latinos and blacks.
How racist are you?
Maybe like a 5.
Where's
I feel
the
like
10s at?
I think we're all racist.
Why'd she say that? Okay, if that's a hill you want to die on, I guess.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how racist are you?
He's a 10. I'm calling it. Nothing lower than an 8.
The furthest negative that you could possibly believe in.
Damn it! I was wrong.
I don't really notice people's color or...
How racist are you?
Intentionally racist, I would say 0. There have been moments where
You're genetically racist, aren't you, Jen? Hang that nip!
said something ignorant and was corrected. One of my friends at the time was like Egyptian, and I like made an assumption that like one of her gods were a cat. She just didn't respond well to that.
I feel like you should
You were 8 at least.
evaluate your number, maybe.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Maybe a 2 or 3.
Hold up, I've seen you in a few films. Are you his cousin? You know who I'm talking about. You know.
3.
I will give myself a 3.
A 3?
So we have no 10s?
And I recognize that I am a white person and I have a lot of white privilege, and
Okay.
I've benefited a lot in my career and
What does
in
that
the
have to-
world from the color of my skin. And I can't say that I haven't like at some points enjoyed reaping the rewards of the colors of my skin.
Okay, Yapperton, you didn't provide any points. If I was white, I would be enjoying my rewards too. In fact, I might just walk past a group of niggas and I might go like these. I'm like, oh, you wish you had this, huh?
What's the most racist thing you've done?
I don't know if it's like me being racist, but it's like me being in the face of racism.
You're definitely being racist. Watch this.
Being racist back. So I was in Turkey in 2020 during like China virus, and people wouldn't let me on public transportation because they thought I was Chinese. So I would just tell them I'm Korean. I would just pick a different race whenever. Like I was like, "Konnichiwa, I'm Japanese," and they'd be like, "Oh."
That's crazy. I like him, bro. That's crazy. No, that's hilarious, bro.
What's the most racist thing that's happened to you?
I've been called a wetback.
Same. But that's after I usually get spit on my back.
Flat out, I've been called the N-word.
How'd that make you feel?
Hurts, you know? Just to be judged immediately off of the color of my skin.
I'd say it's more like a surprising feeling because I'm like, I get called it. I look at the time, right? I look at the time period we're in. I'm just like, how are we still going on with this now?
When I was a kid, like the neighbors used to not play with me because I was black, and they would play with my brother because he was light skinned.
Oh, that's insane.
What can people do to dismantle their own racism?
That's a personal journey. As a black man, I'm not here to educate you, but there's plenty of resources out there. I would say look inward in moments where you feel uncomfortable, lean into that.
And as you tell me that and you can help me solve my racism, I'll help you find you a doctor for a hair transplant so we can fix up your hairline and we can keep it moving, bro. You my brother for real. Team Negroes.